Hey everybody, I'm Monty, and welcome to another episode of the Music Manor. Wow, guys, we are at the top 3. You have made it. If you've come this far, I appreciate you listening and or watching the show, and very excited to get into this one, guys. Very excited to get into this one. But as a matter of fact, did you know that the oldest known drums were made 7,000 years ago in Africa, coincidentally, and they were made out of alligator skin. That is a fact. That is 7,000 years ago. I don't know. You had to really be brave to take on an alligator back then with no gun and just, different kind of folks back then. And then to, they used, animal skins for so many things, but somebody said, hold on, let me get a beat and ba-da-bop, and there we go. So shout out my drum players. I started on drums as well. It's one of my first loves, but very interesting fact there, 7,000 years ago. So guys, here we are at the number 3 slot. And to think that this guy was not going to be on this list, I don't know what to tell you, but it's Israel Houghton. Very hard which album I wanted to pick, and I'll get into that in a minute. But for those that might not be familiar, Israel Houghton is one of the premier, not just songwriters, not just musicians and singers, but worship and praise leaders of the 21st century. He is just all those things wrapped into one. I had seen him live. I'm gonna get into experience I had as well, but you just talk about I remember somebody was talking about him when they first saw him, and they were just saying it was some prominent pastor, and the pastor, wherever Israel was at that point, the pastor was like, I came back and told my congregation, I really didn't even remember much of the message, but that praise and worship leader was something else, But he had that big an impact. And the crazy thing is, he was in things that I didn't know at the time. New Season, which is a song he wrote, Martha Muniz sang that. And that's where I first heard that song. And he's singing with her, but you don't know who the guy is. He's not credited on the tracks. I didn't know that. There's footage of him. Man, I couldn't remember which one of these, but one of Fred Hammond's albums. I can't remember which one, but there's a video of it. And who's in the back playing guitar, just playing guitar, not even singing, is Israel. Put in years and years and years writing and performing and things like that, and just leading worship in churches, and then started doing his own projects. And I'm going to tell you what, folks, this guy literally, he just took the music scene by storm. He really did, with he and Aaron Lindsay, and I'll get more into that. But so I remember, first off, so it was very hard for me to pick between this album and Live from Another Level, because Live from Another Level, this is when I remember, music used to come out like on a Tuesday back then. Now it comes out on Friday, but new music came out on Tuesday. And I remember I had gotten a bunch of CDs, and I had gotten Live from Another Level just because it was a double CD, and sometimes they wouldn't overcharge you for double CDs. They charge you once. I'm like, great, let me grab that, and then grab something else, grab this and this. And so that we were going, my father was preaching. It might have been, I don't know what day it was. My father was preaching in Detroit. So I remember driving down, and I drove down to Detroit by myself, somehow. And so I had a bunch of music I wanted to listen to, and I said, well, let me put this Live from this Israel, whoever this guy is. Hadn't heard nothing from him that I didn't know of. And so I put it in, the whole ride down, the whole ride back. I was just like, yo, who is this guy? Like, this is, whoa, what? Like, I had never, and I'll talk about what Alive in South Africa meant. And so let me kind of jump forward. Israel Houghton, what he did, He had a conference. Now this is later on. Let's fast forward. Let's go up. He had a conference in Texas, and I went. And I went by myself, and I'll never forget. It was in a church in Humboldt, Texas, and I'm walking. I'm late, there already because I got right off the plane, got to the airport, got there as fast as I could, and I'll never forget. I walked up to the church, and you kind of go in the vestibule, and I could hear music and things, but then like the ushers opened, they opened both doors. And a rush, not the wind from the doors, but a rush of the Spirit. It just hit me like, I literally did one of these, like, whoa. And it was like a haze. I just remember walking in, a haze of just worship and praise. It's like nothing I ever experienced before. And this is the Israel Houghton factor. This is why Israel has a big house somewhere. He does. What I saw, and I had never seen this before. I told y'all I had been to Azusa's, I had been to concerts. I had never seen people laid out on the floor in suits, a person in a suit laid on the floor, next to a person in jeans laid out on the floor. Like, that's what Israel did. He somehow, I don't think he just in a lab crafted. This is just who he was, but he brought together suit wearing church and jeans wearing church, which were very separate. Very separate. They always used to say the most segregated time in America was Sunday morning. Very separate. So I don't want to say black and white. I'm just saying literally suits and jeans together, and we all having church. And that's what I saw when I went to that retreat. It was like nothing, and that's what I mean. That's his Israel. He's playing an acoustic guitar, but Aaron Lindsay is on a B3 organ. I had never seen that before. I hadn't seen an acoustic guitar, and there's a guy on maracas, and then there's acoustic guitar, but then they shouting, and what is happening? What is this? Like, that's what it was. I think I went back a second time, and the second time I went to Israel Houghton's conference, we started at 6 p.m. for service, and we did not leave till about 12:15. And I'm telling you the honest. It was 6 hours, and you don't even really remember. And I've been in some amazing church services. I've been in some amazing conferences. There wasn't really no program. We just came in and just praised and worshiped and preached and danced and shouted and praised and worshiped and preached that long. That was the effect of what he was doing at that time. So I just never experienced that, but somehow he bridged those two together, and that's how he kind of just really skyrocketed up in the popularity, because everybody was listening to it. It wasn't just a section of the church. Now we spread between gospel versus CCM, whatever he was, CC gospel then, whatever. That's literally what he did, and I will always credit him. I had never seen that before. Now, there have been people that, because I don't want to make it black and white. It just was two different genres that came together. And even at Azusa, there were artists that would come and they would, shout out Pastor Gary Oliver, Well, I remember when first seeing Gary Oliver, like, oh, what's he going to do? But Gary Oliver got some soul in him, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's been around some black folk. Israel is mixed race anyway, so that whole hodgepodge or whatever he had in him, he just would put out through his music. And then working in with his brother Aaron Lindsay, you would get this result. It's just it's just hard to explain, y'all. It really is, and it's much more prevalent now. But nobody did it like he did it back then, and it just exploded on the scene, because you're like, it's churchy, but then it's not. But it's also contemporary. He somehow just had the mix of it. It's to the day. I don't know how, but I just truly believe he was being himself. He had worked with so many folks and made it his own. He had his own projects and he made his own. So by the time once another level hits, and it's so amazing because when we'll get to the Israel retrospective. I truly believe he was prophetic when he said, I'm going to another level. Like, he meant that in all capacities, because he really did. So he does that. And kills it. That album is ridiculous. And so now everybody's like, he's on the radar. And we're like, okay. So you get word he's doing another. I just love live albums. I truly do. I love live albums. And so you get word he's doing a live project in Africa. Like, what? You like, okay. My thing, I'm thinking like industry terms. So like if the studio, if the label is giving him money to go all the way to Africa, South Africa, like the bottom of Africa, I said this must really gonna be something, because they don't just let you go to Africa, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't really gonna promise some hits. Like, it is business. Somebody's paying for this. This ain't coming out of, this just ain't they selling chicken dinners to go do this, So there was some big time expectations. Like, yo, I remember I couldn't wait for this album. Like, yo, what is this dude gonna do? Like, what is, and then this thing drops, and y'all, if you do not know this album, I don't know what to tell you, because this is one of the seminal gospel works of all time. Like, this is just, I mean, you knew this had to be on the list somewhere. So the further up I got, like, this could have been number one. This here is just nothing like it. It's really nothing like it. And you know what I love? It's kind of got that, like when I talked about Aretha Franklin's, it's just raw. Like, I hear some mess ups in there. I hear some little bit, and he's like, I want that. I don't want a perfect album. I want a real, true worship experience. I don't want, let's go back and fix it in the studio. Nope. And there's some of my favorites. I hear a little bit. I've heard it so much. Like, oh, they don't care, and that's fine. It's not that they don't want to get it right. He just wants to get it authentic. He's like, I don't want to overdub, and so I heard him do an interview once about that. So, let's get into this, because this is a big time project here. We have got, y'all, 30 total of 31 tracks. Got a couple radio cuts in here, but live tracks 29, y'all. This is a monster project. And we start, I don't even know my top two, who knows, whatever. We'll see what we do when we get there with that. But this is just, I mean, from the intro. So right there, he's letting you know, like, we didn't bring saints with us to just, no. He's like, we really in African crowd, and for artists to do that, like, because this was actually, I think this is his fifth album, third live album. You know what I mean? He just had some projects that and you go back and you can hear it. It's got some great albums. Hold on, let me Real, and then New Season. He literally got an album called New Season with Martha Munizi. She did it as well. And then it's just another one too. So he's been in the game, but to go to Africa and just expect to be, that well received is amazing. So just an overture. And then he hits us right with Alive. These cats groove. Hold on. like all these breaks, all these like this is now a culmination of a lot of these other albums we've talked about, and you have artists practicing and working with these old albums and taking it and making it a little bit of their own. And I told y'all last when we was in the 80s with the Winans, we've done 90s, with Kirk. We've done 2000s, with Mary. Now this one is actually this is in 2005. But this is even a little different sound here, but the musicianship is just unbelievable. I mean, Israel is one of the great musicians that there is, and in favor of the Lord.
Come on, put your hands together one time.
And this is Aaron Lindsay singing on this.
Let me see you move. Come on. It's the season for the favor of the Lord. It's the season for the favor of the Lord. It's the season for the favor of the Lord. Soul is thirsty for an outpour. I am standing on the promises of God. Everything He has for me.
I can't play this whole album. I know I'm gonna get carried away. So, favor of the Lord. Nothing can stop the favor of. Okay. Wait, and there's an Israel signature on favor of the Lord. Let's get to.
Shake somebody.
This way. This might not be it. Y'all hear that? Wait. That was it. That's what I was looking for. Hold on. Let me go back. That's like an Israel run right there. That's an Israel signature run. Again, it's kind of like Ty, a very unconventional. You don't hear people do those kind of runs like that. That's an Israel signature. Okay, now I did all that finally to get to one of my turn it around. I love turning around so much. He's messing with the crowd. They're just going live with it,
Come on, say, turn it around. Open the windows of heaven. Pour out a blessing, overflow. Turn it around. Open the windows of heaven. Pour out a blessing. We cannot contain.
Y'all hear them vocals? Like Israel, his unbelievable vocals. Like he can hit the high notes. He can get you with runs. Oh man, this song. All right. So that's just one of my personal favorites. Okay, so now we are barely 6 tracks in, and already they just, I have to talk to somebody on this project. Like, how much time, how much did y'all put into working on this bad boy? I can't even imagine, because this is a lot to do and doing it live. The rehearsals, the logistics of it, but they are coming top tier. Okay, so now we get to Banger City, as they say, because Not Forgotten is, I don't really know who else could have wrote this, who else could have done this. This is This is when you talk about we got a signature run. This is like a signature Israel song. It's really not, this is, and no shade, but this is not like, God is blessing me. Oh, God. Whoever's saying God is blessing me, you killed it, bro. I'm just saying for the words, the syncopation, the beat, the chording, what are y'all doing? Again, when you start doing this face, like what? That is meaning you're doing something. At least for me, you were doing something. Yeah. So okay. So you listen to this like, okay, it's not bad.
I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. God
That's
knows
not bad.
my name. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. God knows my name. He knows my name.
Wait, whoa. Is this Arabian? Oh. What is that? Who's doing that for gospel? Are you taking us to the Middle East? I thought you was in Africa. You see what I'm saying? What? And tying it in. What do you say? I am not forgotten. He knows my name. How do you do that? That is, see again, some of these albums are debuts. Some of these people's albums are second and third. Now again, he has been in the game a while. So this is number 5 album for him. He's been live. This is his 3rd live album. He has started to really now perfect his craft. He has really started to perfect his sound. He and Aaron Lindsay. Aaron Lindsay's on keyboards, if you don't know. They are really now in the zone. This is like, now we're talking, this is 1993 Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen stuff there. Because this is crazy. I would have loved to have been in the room when they introduced this to the rest of the singers and the musicians. Like when they finished it, we got it. Okay, let's bring it to them. Like I would love to have seen the faces. What in the world is this? Like it just,
Well, everybody say, I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. God knows my name. Oh, I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten.
it's so hard. It's just
God knows my
hitting.
name. He knows my name. Say it again. He knows my name.
Man, he just doing anything. He's doing anything at this point. Wait, but we got.
Light of the darkness, strength over weakness, joy over sadness. He knows my name. He knows my name. Father to the fatherless, friend to the friendless, hope for the hopeless. He knows my name. Oh, and I will praise you.
See that transition? Okay, y'all. I don't know if y'all see again. You got to really be in the music to understand. And I'm not trying to be like this music snob. I'm doing this for y'all. I just hope I want y'all to understand what y'all hearing there. That transition coming out of that. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't have thought how to. It's like, so here's the thing. When you're writing songs and you're putting together stuff, sometimes you can write yourself into a corner. Like you're writing a song and it's like, man, how we going to get out of this? Like you got the I'm Not Forgotten and then you got the verse. So I'm Not Forgotten is the chorus. And you got the verse, joy over sadness, strength over weakness. Okay. And then do I just go right back and I'm not forgotten? I want to give me like a bridge to get into it. And I will pray. Woo, oh, to go there, I would have had to really, I'm not saying I couldn't do that, but again, when you working with it and working with it and working with it over and over and over again like that, That is, I hope y'all understand what my man is doing here, because that is wild. That is crazy. I don't even know where my time is. I might stop this. We're gonna be here for a little bit on this one. These last three, fam, these are gonna be some longer shows, because I ain't even a tenth of the way through. So let me check my tape, and I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna leave it hot going right here. Let me see, because I don't even know where I'm at. I don't want to run out of tape. Okay, yeah, I was getting close. So good, I did that. All right, so people, Not Forgotten. He is that. This is too much. I mean, let me just again. So listen to. Just let me go back for a minute. Listen again.
Fatherless, friend to the friendless, hope for the
So you can just, where we gonna go? How do we get out of this? This is brilliant. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is this song here is crazy. They even got, where's the overture at? Hold on, let me find the overture. He just throws a little Mozart. You put something like that in here. You really. Okay, I'll spend all day on Not Forgotten. So then.
Do you realize?
Then we go back.
That you're alive right now at the greatest time in history. Come on, you realize. Look, somebody.
Okay, so we go from there. Not Forgotten. He knows my name.
I'm not a man.
I'm not forgotten.
I'm not a man.
Take the limits off. Come on now.
I cannot lie. I know the plans for your life.
Okay, I gotta cut this.
I'm asking you.
Yes, okay.
No limits.
Let me see if I can.
No boundaries. I see increase all around me. Say no limits. No boundaries. I see increase all around me. Come on. Stretch forth. Break forth. Release me. Enlarge my territory.
So he's got this, and then Bishop Tudor Bismarck, amazing man of God. He speaks. This is, by now you just on the floor at this point. Like, what is going on? We go to It's Raining. It's Raining. I'm not gonna get to that. I do love Surely the Presence though. It's such This is like a little transition song, but it speaks.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of
So this is kind of the end of the first half of this. Okay. So this is so we get through this, and then we are because then the next track, so that's 14. 15 is called Intro 2. So it's kind of like, all right, they probably took an intermission, took a break, whatever. So Shirley is kind of guiding us down. You know, you didn't have a whole experience there. African Skies is just an unbelievable. It's just instrumental. But they're just showing you what they can do. Yeah. Just a little bit, just to show you what they can do. Okay, and then You've Been a Friend, which leads us into I can't play this whole album, y'all. And then come on now. Oh, my bad. Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. My bad. What am I doing? I got too ahead of myself.
Worship you, I live to worship you.
Oh my goodness.
To worship you, I live. To worship you, I live to worship you.
How do you do this? Like how do you do this, y'all? Like how do you? This is just. Man, I'm playing too much music. I don't even know what this. If y'all hear this, then y'all know what I'm talking about. If they let me do this. But what are we supposed to do now? Like this is we still got like 13 more tracks, and you hitting us with this like this is 3-4 tracks in from the second part of the intro. Like what? And then they do the. Then they hit us with the.
On holy ground.
Fam, you were just in a puddle at this point. You just laid legs up. You just done. It's just a perfect song for that, you know. Really like that's all you can ask for in an experience like this. Excuse me, sorry. I'm not gonna edit that out. So, okay, like bro, great time, man. We had a time last night. We had a time last night. That's all you gotta say. We good. Like this Israel guy, yeah, he's the goods. Like he ain't playing with him. I'm gonna tell my grandma. What is this?
And Omega.
What is happening now?
We worship you, our Lord. You are worthy to be praised.
Okay, this is.
Sing it again.
What is this?
You are Alpha.
I was getting my coat on to leave. And now my hands are like this. It just went up.
We worship you, our Lord. You are worthy to be praised. We give you all the glory. We give you
yeah, so let's talk about this. Again, this
It's a song we learned in Zimbabwe.
so shout out to Zimbabwe for saving millions of people's lives and delivering millions of people. I've traced this. There was a guy, y'all, why don't I be having this stuff for y'all? because it's a little murky who really wrote this. Let me see there. They say let me see. Erasmus Mutembira, okay, of Zimbabwe, but then was popularized it. And Israel, again, that's why he said we learned it. I didn't write it. We learned it in Zimbabwe. Erasmus Mutembira. Shout out, my brother. I don't know how God led you to write this song. I don't want to try to even. It's not even about being simple or not a lot of words. It is the perfect placement of the words in the melody. You are ready to be. It is just this seminal. When I do the top songs in gospel, you're looking at this. Expect this to be in the last few for sure. It is a perfect worship song to God. Like, I don't know and I'm gonna tell you right now, any church anywhere, start singing it and everybody gets. I don't care in the world if they have ever heard this before, they will get with you. That's one song. It is, again, there's great songs, there's great works regionally in countries and all that, but when you have a worldwide song that you can basically sing you can pretty much sing it almost anywhere, and if anybody's heard it, they'll get with you. Like, it just gravitates. This is that. I don't even know what else to say. Like, they just, it's all you need. So you hit that, and it's game over. I don't really have the words to quite encapsulate that, and I should, because I'm trying to help some of y'all if you want to know more about these things. But it is just kind of that perfect when everything lines up and just boom, and it just exploded around the world like this. Again, we done already hit bangers in this album, and it just explodes. So let me move on real quick. So then he brings on the great Jonathan Butler. I love Come and Let Us Sing so much. I'm not gonna find it. There's a mess up in here. They mess up the break coming out of it, which happens, but again, Israel wanted this authentic, so he's like, it's okay, leave it in there. But
Come and let us dance. Come and let us dance.
Perfect song for the region. Perfect.
Come and let us dance. 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 Come and let us sing to the King of. Come and let us sing. Come and let
Jonathan Butler is an amazing performer.
to the King of Kings. Oh, let us sing. Oh, let us sing.
All right. And it goes on. So then he kind of just, the last couple, he kind of hits some of his other one. Now, again, this is not a compilation album, but he just goes through some of the older hits. New Season, Your Latter Will Be Greater. You Are Good. Again, these are from live. From just give me y'all a little bit of that, you know.
Lord, you are good, yeah.
Go
Oh,
for it.
that men would praise his name to the ends of the earth. Oh, that men would praise his name to the ends of the earth. Oh, that men would praise.
Yeah. So, what can I say, man? This guy here is not playing around with this album. And then there's two more to end. So, my top two, Alpha and Omega, just call them two right there. I don't know. It's probably Alpha and Omega, To Worship You I Live, I guess. But I mean, Turn It Around, I love Not Forgotten, Take the Limits Off, Favor of the Lord. It's just good luck, man. I don't even know what to say for that. Like I said, and again, it is a coming together of all races, all genres, and he just put them in a pot and said, let me stir this up, and that's exactly what he did for this. So, yeah, shout out. Let me get to the credits. And, oh, no, I'm sorry. Let me actually, this was, this album, I didn't even do the charts. Won the Grammy for Best Traditional Gospel Album. Now, see that? Best Traditional Gospel Album. He won the Grammy. Not conventionally traditional. It's like they really didn't know what to do with him. They didn't really know where to put him. Won the Dove Award. You know, so again, traditional gospel, you're not usually at the Dove Awards, but won the Dove Award for Not Forgotten. You know, and Turn It Around. It's kind of weird because they gave it to him in 2 different years. It was so big. This went 62 in the Billboard 200, 3 on the Christian albums, 2 on the gospel albums. Again, it's split on those as well. Like they were just trying to really figure out, like, what do we do with this guy? So Aaron Lindsay on piano and Rhodes and organ, Jerry Harris on keyboards, Arthur Strong, Big Mike Clemens on drums, Terrence Palmer on bass, percussions, Javier Solis, my man, I love Javier Solis, Tony Pace, Mike Haynes, Von France on trumpet, Mike Dodal and Mark DeCock on saxophone, Barry Green, Kelly Bell on trombones. They was deep. Real quick shout out to the background vocalist, Docky Brown, Maddie Calloway, Ryan Edgar, Daniel Johnson, shout out Daniel, Stacey Joseph, Melanie Scott, Daniel Stevens, Jamil Whiting, and Olaranjiru Akwabaya as well. This just a monster album. I keep saying that, but it was, y'all. And they just broke new ground with this thing. It really did. Again, even if you took out Alpha and Omega, this still is going to be a top 10 album for me. But Alpha and Omega puts it top three, and really could have been 2 or 1. Israel he follows this up. He just keeps on going. Jesus at the center. They live in Asia, great album. I mean, he's just in his bag. But I mean, this might have been the apex. Like, if you ask people the best, again, I really, Live from Another Level was just neck and neck. I mean, for Another Level, I should say. But then Live in South Africa, it's just too much. The worship, the praise is just unbelievable. So that is number 3, y'all. And we got 2 more to go. Who is going to be number 2 and who is going to be number 1? Wow, I don't know. When I told y'all last week about the top 3, I mean, y'all had to know Israel was going to be on here, man. It's just too good to leave him off, but it's getting tight. We got 2 more, man, and then after that, we'll probably. So what are you gonna do then? I'll save what we got coming after these shows because I already have some stuff ready to go. I'm excited for that, but yeah, that is it. Shout out to everybody there, and again, see him live if you can. These are an amazing live experience as well. Of what I can say, the guy does it. He does it, and shout out to A. Lindsay as well. All those that worked. As well. Oh man, it's another guy. There's so many that weren't on this project, but other people that I've seen and stuff like that they worked on the project as well. But yeah, doing great things, man. Keep up the good work. So that is number 3, guys. Please, you know what I want you to do, man. Like, subscribe, tell somebody about it, share. Okay, you gotta share this one, man. These are the heavy hitters, y'all. These last 3, man, y'all better be sending these to some folks. Like, y'all gotta listen, because if you don't know, now you know. So in the meantime, guys, you know what I want you to do. Be blessed. Stay sharp.